What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and that you have been enjoying the aftermath of the Dallas Cowboys playing their first preseason game of the year. That's right. The Cowboys were active on Thursday night in the Pro Football Hall of Fame game, but they were also busy just 2 days later. The Dallas Cowboys had joint practices with the Los Angeles Rams. I've never understood why they call them joint practices. One single practice. Let's be right when it comes to the English language. Either way, though, the Cowboys and the Rams got together on Saturday for some fun, some things we're going to discuss here with you. So let's go ahead and get into it. And we start, of course, with Dak Prescott, who is, by the way, the biggest storyline with the Dallas Cowboys now and always as the quarterback for America's team. We all know that Dak Prescott hasn't thrown in a while as he's dealing with the muscle strain. We found out as the Hall of Fame game kicked off, the Cowboys have consulted with the Texas Rangers in terms of how to handle this injury, etc. Dak did throw in a literal sense ahead of practice during individual drills. Take a look at it for yourself. I mean, again, in a literal sense, he threw a pass. And so you could call that improvement. You could say it's whatever you want to say, but it does seem like we are on track to hopefully see Dak Prescott next week. The Cowboys are off on Sunday. They are off on Monday. They do return to practice on Tuesday, so maybe that is when Dak Prescott is back. Maybe that's when all the Cowboys quarterbacks are back. Saturday was a day void of Cooper Rush. That's right. Dallas Cowboys veteran quarterback Cooper Rush was not at Cowboys practice. It was a big Garrett Gilbert day. Gilbert, of course, has the inside track to be the Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback this year, QB2. And when he was not getting work, it was a job for the Nooch, everybody's favorite quarterback. Look, it's just training camp. It's just preseason. So let's all remember that. Let's talk about Connor Williams. All right. Connor Williams is somebody who we've been talking about a lot and just kind of fascinated by because the Cowboys have been giving him some reps at center, wanting him to be the backup center and just kind of mixing things up. He's in a contract year. We're all expecting, I don't know what we're expecting from Connor Williams, but I tell you what, if he's beating Aaron Donald, we are going to be expecting a lot. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to play this for you one more time. Connor Williams, Dallas Cowboys left guard, maybe center, however you want to look at that, beating the best defensive lineman in the NFL in Aaron Donald. Whoa. Well done, Connor. Very proud of you. A sentiment that I don't think that Aaron shares. We know that Aaron Donald is a very competitive player, and we also know, at least we knew going into this practice, that there were not supposed to be any fights. Mike McCarthy, in the lead up to this joint practice with the Los Angeles Rams, said that he'd spoken to Sean McVay, obviously the Rams head coach, and how there weren't going to be any fights. That was not going to happen. Well, Aaron Donald got a little bit pissed off that Connor Williams was getting the best of him, and before you know it, a skirmish broke out.
It's got to be quick. Way that, Morgan is back to the hobby, One of those guys that used to score
You can see a lot of cameras in the mix. This is going to be very exciting to watch on Hard Knocks, but a heads up, a tweet from the Dallas Morning News' Michael Galkin let us all know that this practice is not going to be part of the debut episode of Hard Knocks coming on Tuesday. By the way, we will have live streams here on the Blog on the Boys YouTube channel. Please subscribe after every episode of Hard Knocks and after every Dallas Cowboys game just so you know while we're at it. So this appears to be something we'll have to wait just a little bit longer for in terms of seeing some kind of behind-the-scenes mic'd up moments. But something we don't have to wait for, seemingly, is Micah Parsons to elevate himself as a defensive player in the NFL. Here he is. Micah Parsons is just 7-on-7 against Matthew Stafford, who a lot of people have a lot of high opinions of entering 2021. And Micah Parsons says, All right, that's the great PBU from Micah Parsons. And I don't want to just gloss over this play because it's really impressive. Micah Parsons deserves a lot of pomp and circumstance for breaking up a pass thrown by Matthew Stafford. Cool. But this is going to automatically control and take away and eat up your attention. Maurice Canady is a player who we have heard a lot about. We've seen a lot from throughout camp so far. Again, a quick reminder in case you somehow forgot. Cowboys signed him last year after he spent some time with the New York Jets. Played very sparingly in 2019. He comes in as a free agent for the Cowboys last year. He opts out of the 2020 season. So nobody really knew what to expect of him entering 2021. I got to be honest, I didn't expect all too much, but we have been wrong. We continue to be wrong. Matthew Stafford was wrong to try to test Maurice. Take a look at what happened. It does not get much better than this. The body control, the athleticism here, the way to read Matthew Stafford, the way that Maurice reads Matthew Stafford, rather, is all exceptional. I mean, there's no way to just put it any other way. This is incredible. We have seen Maurice getting interceptions in practice. I mean, and so, when you see that, entering something like this, you're always hesitant to believe, right? You're always saying, well, it's just, it's just training camp. It's just practice. He's going against his own quarterback. He's going against Garrett Gilbert, right? Like, you don't want to believe it. You don't want to kind of fall into that false sense of security. You don't want to lull yourself into it because we've all been there. We've all been hurt. We've all been burned by those things. Right now, there is every reason to believe that Maurice Canady is going to be a legitimate playmaker for the Dallas Cowboys secondary group. Very nice indeed. A couple last ones on defense to show you before we head over to the offensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal is somebody who we haven't heard a ton about. There's so many stories that are talked about different linebackers on the team because of Micah Parsons, and Jalen Smith still gets in the mix, and Leighton Vanders. But Keanu Neal, this is a joint practice. This is a friendly thing. Again, Mike McCarthy said there weren't going to be any fights, and a lot of that is because everybody's told, hey, be cool. We're not tackling. Keanu Neal was... We'll say he was rather aggressive in this moment. He hits like a safety. Keanu Neal is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think we're all starting to really kind of let ourselves be excited about him. I mentioned Jalen Smith. This clip is brief. And look, we've all said things about Jalen Smith. This is a really nice moment from Jalen Smith against the Los Angeles Rams.
Again, he got in here, blew up the play. Perfect read from Jalen. Watch.
That's like a number 99.
Reading the play, breaking through, making the tackle, stopping the gain. That's what we want to see. It doesn't get any more simple than that. Well done. Job well done by Jalen Smith. Now, a last couple of offensive ones to get to. I don't know what I just said there, but CeeDee Lamb. Look, we all know this Cowboys wide receiver group is going to be very good, right? We all believe in Amari Cooper, who's still on the PUP list at present time, in Michael Gallup, who we'll get to in just a minute, and in CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee against Jalen Ramsey. I don't think you're struggling at being excited about CeeDee Lamb in 2021. And look, this isn't like the most like roastful, play ever. This isn't like he just broke, Jalen Ramsey's ankles or anything like that. But it's still really exciting to see him have success against one of the best, if not the best corner in the National Football League. Also nice always to see CeeDee Lamb get in the end zone. We'll be seeing a lot of that in 2021. Now, the last highlight, I wouldn't have saved it for last if it wasn't great. Michael Gallup, all right? Michael Gallup, who, people love to talk about CeeDee Lamb. People love to talk about Amari Cooper. Michael Gallup is the most slept on wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys roster. I don't know if Darius Williams was sleeping on Michael Gallup, but if he was, he has now woken up. Nasty. Well done, Michael Gallup. Well done, Connor Williams. Well done, CeeDee Lamb. Well done, Maurice Canady. I mean, we saw a lot of Dallas Cowboys players on Saturday in the joint practice with the Rams that did not play on Thursday night in the Hall of Fame game. This was by design. Mike McCarthy and co. obviously wanted to save their top guys, their starters, their ones, whatever you want to, whatever nickname you want to put on it, however you want to term it. And it was a good practice. I think this, it's a great measuring stick to kind of see how you stack up against one of the best teams in the NFC, a team that we all certainly think is going to challenge in the conference and within the NFL as a whole. Very nice day, very prosperous day, and that's really exciting. This time a week from now, we'll have another preseason game in the books. We'll see what stories develop between now and then, whether Dak Prescott does return to throwing on Thursday. Football's here. The good times are here. And again, next Friday, next Dallas Cowboys preseason game, and then they will head back to the Star in Frisco for the remainder of training camp, and they will have 2 more preseason games on August 21st against the Houston Texans and on August 29th against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The next game against the Cardinals and the last one against the Jaguars. I know that there are a lot of you who live outside of Texas. I know we have some international viewers as well. Those games are on NFL Network, so you don't have to have the local broadcast to watch them, but you do for the Houston Texans preseason game a couple of weeks from now. So just so you know. But yeah, another practice in the books. Now we are officially through joint practice, through the Hall of Fame game, and we are readying for the final week in Oxnard, California. We will have you covered, like I said, a live stream on Tuesday night after the first episode of Hard Knocks. As soon as that ends, come on over here, the Blogging the Boys YouTube channel. We will discuss what we saw, what we liked, what was funny, what was hilarious, so on and so forth. I am RJ Ochoa. You know me, of course, from Blogging the Boys. Follow me on Twitter at RJ Ochoa. Same thing on Instagram. You can always shoot me an email, rj.ochoa@sbnation.com, if that is more your speed. And you can do me a huge favor. I don't ask for a lot, but do me a huge favor. All right? Have the absolute best day of all time. You know why? Because you deserve it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you next time.